Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to tackle something that stresses pretty much everyone out, the modern airport. But here's the thing, with just a few key skills, you can totally transform that chaotic experience into a smooth, confident journey. So let's dive in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've all been there, right? That sinking feeling when you're just wandering, totally turned around, not sure where to go next, all while the clock is ticking down to your flight. It's like this universal travel nightmare. But what if I told you that beating this feeling starts with something surprisingly simple?
So here's our flight plan for today. First, we're going to crack the airport's own special code. Then, we'll figure out how to navigate that security maze. After that, we'll look at what happens beyond the terminal gates. And finally, I'll give you your very own airport master key to tie it all together.
All right, first up, communication. Airports are kind of like their own little cities, and they have their own unique language. Getting even a little bit fluent is your first and maybe most important step to walking around with confidence.
Okay, so let's start with the absolute basics. Just understanding these simple terms is huge. Knowing the difference between a terminal and a gate, or what a layover actually is, that forms the foundation for every conversation you're going to have. I mean, think about it. These aren't just words, they're your main navigation tools.
And here's exactly how you put that new vocabulary to work. A simple, polite question like this one, it's so much more powerful than you think. This one little phrase is your best friend the second you step off the plane. It's direct, it's clear, and it will get you an answer, fast.
Okay, here's another total lifesaver. You know that feeling of staring at a huge departure board that's just a wall of confusing text? Instead of doing that, just walk up to a gate agent and ask. This simple question cuts right through all the noise and gets you the most up-to-date info, which is absolutely crucial for managing your time and, let's be honest, your stress levels.
So you see the pattern here, right? It's all about building your own little toolkit of questions. Whether you're asking for help with a map, figuring out how long it'll take to get to your gate, or looking for stuff like shuttles and Wi-Fi. Every single question you ask puts you back in control. All right, let's talk about the part everyone dreads, the security line. Ugh, we all hate it. But you know what? Understanding the system you're moving through can actually make the whole process way less frustrating. Just knowing why it is the way it is can give you the most important tool of all, patience.
So why is security the way it is today? Well, it all goes back to this one piece of legislation. The Aviation and Transportation Security Act, or ATSA, was passed right after the September 11th attacks. It totally changed the game, taking airport security from something airlines handled privately and making it a federal responsibility under the brand new TSA. And this timeline, wow, it really shows you just how massive that shift was. Before 2001, security was a total patchwork. Different airlines hired different companies, it was inconsistent. After the ATSA, everything changed. Practically overnight, security became this standardized, government-run operation across the entire country. And you can really feel the difference right here. Before the ATSA, you might have just answered a couple of questions. Today, well, we all know the drill. And all those rules we follow, they didn't just come out of nowhere. That 100 milliliter liquid limit, for example, it's not random at all. It was put in place after a foiled bomb plot in 2006 that involved liquid explosives. It's a complicated process for sure, but it was born from a very specific moment in history. Okay, you've done it. You made it through security, you survived the flight, you're off the plane. Awesome. But there's one last hurdle, getting from the airport into the city. And this is where technology has completely changed everything. And the biggest change here in recent years, it's all about choice. You've got the classic taxi stand on one side. It's reliable, it's right there, you wait in line. On the other side, you've got rideshare apps. And they've had such a big impact that airports literally had to redesign their arrivals curbs just to create special pickup zones for them.
And if you need any proof of just how big this change is, just look at this number. 180 million monthly active users on just one of the platforms. Ride-sharing isn't just some niche option anymore. For millions of travelers, it's the go-to, and it has totally transformed that final leg of the airport journey.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, from language to security to getting a ride. So how do we tie this all together? What's the real master key to unlocking a stress-free trip? Well, it really comes down to 3 simple ideas.
Number 1, speak up. Don't be afraid to use those simple phrases we talked about to get the help you need. Number 2, know the history. Understanding why security is so intense makes it so much easier to handle with patience. And number 3, use your tech. Your smartphone is your best friend when it comes to that final step of getting from the airport to wherever you're going.
So, at the end of the day, mastering the modern airport, it isn't about some secret trick. It's about combining these three things: being ready to communicate, understanding the history behind the rules, and using technology to your advantage. That, right there, is the toolkit for the modern traveler.
And that really brings us to a fascinating final thought. We've seen how tech has completely reshaped our journey. With things like self-driving robotaxis already being tested, you have to wonder, what's the airport journey going to look like in another 10 years? And maybe more importantly, what's the next skill we're all going to have to learn to master it?